Hello there, I'm Dr. Debbie Smith, and today I want to discuss the 7 reasons why you should consider natural medicine. So let's start right away, and let's start with number 1, treating the cause and not just the symptoms. Think of this for a moment. If you've got a stone in your shoe and you keep walking with the stone in your shoe and you put in your shoe a plaster to help the stone, maybe a bit of sponge, it's not going to solve the problem. The way you're going to solve the problem is to take the stone out of your shoe and treat the reason you've got the pain. And that is what natural medicine is about. We want to look at what is the cause, the reason for it. Let me give you an example. Person comes in to see me, patient, and the main complaint is headaches, chronic headaches for a long time. Now, we start to treat the stress, which can be a contributing factor. But as time goes on, we realize this person's actually got a food sensitivity. We do a test, we find out which foods the person is sensitive to, and we start eliminating those foods from the person's diet, and I kind of want to say, voila, headaches are gone. So once you realize what is the reason, the cause of a problem, you can treat more effectively. Now, sometimes it's quite obvious, and sometimes we've got to do further investigations to see what the reason is, but treating the cause is very important. Number 2, individual. What you want to look at is why each person's got the problem, but then how do they present with the problem? A person can come to me with a sore throat, person A, and then person B can come with a sore throat, and they can actually get totally different medicine because the way they present is different. So it goes back to how the individual is experiencing the symptoms. So now what we do is we don't look at a disease, we look at how the person expression is of it and treat accordingly. So individual treatment. Number 3, the side effects are significantly reduced, and also the dependency. So when we treat, we want to treat, as I mentioned, the reason, and as time goes by, this will help to establish the body to a normal new, and once the body is at a normal new where it should be and functioning optimally, one can then start to say, how does the person do without the medication, and therefore the person doesn't have to be dependent on medication. Number 4, you might have heard me speak about blood flow before. Think about it, the blood, that red blood cell, is everything that contains the nutrients in the body to feed the whole body. We're talking about the organs, the muscles, the arteries, your heart, your brain, etc. So what acupuncture does specifically, it improves blood flow. So the better your blood flow is, the better your organs is going to feel and yourself. So think of this for a moment. 2-year-old, they can fall 2,000 times and hardly injure themselves. They're a bit like rubbery. And the reason for that is this rich amount of blood flow. So as we get older, there's less blood flow that forms. And the blood becomes a little bit stuck. And that's why we get a lot of problems happening the older we get. So with acupuncture, we want to improve the blood flow, and that's going to help for better health. Number 4. And this is one I think a lot of people don't realize. You can use conventional medicine with complementary therapies. It's sometimes indicated. Let's think for a moment. I had a very bad break with my elbow, and thank goodness the orthopedic surgeon was there. But what I then did is I helped my elbow to heal itself quicker and to reduce the pain that I was feeling. So you can use complementary therapies with conventional medicine. And it's applicable to quite a lot of conditions. I just use breaking bone as an example, but for example, people who undergo chemotherapy, acupuncture can help their bodies to reduce the side effects of chemo, and I kind of like help them to regain and recover quicker from it as well. But there's many more examples. These are just 2 very basic ones I'm mentioning. Number 6, it is for all ages. The earliest child, baby, infant I treated was a 2-day-old. That's right, 2 days old, and it was for hepatitis with homeopathic remedies. So you can use homeopathy and complementary therapies for any ages. And it's not one of those things, oh, I'm too old, it's too late for me. No, it can be used for anyone. And the last one, number 7, preventative care. Very important. I had a patient, she was, or is, 73, and she was going to have colon surgery because the colon was starting to become a bit smaller, and it affected the way she went to the toilet. So they wanted to do surgery to remove a bit of a colon and kind of correct it in this way. And she says, no ways, I'm not going for surgery. So what we did is we helped improve her gastric function. We did this via a few modalities. Diet was one of them, acupuncture, herbal medication to help, homeopathy to heal as well and reduce the inflammation. And we prevented her from going for surgery. Her bowel got normal again. So preventative care is very important. Even if you think of, if you've got chronic sore throat, the question should be asked back to number one, why do you have it? And possibly it could be immune system related. Treat the immune system so the body can get stronger, do not get the sore throat. Or it could be chronic sore throat, you've got heartburn problems. Treat the heartburn so the throat problem can resolve itself. So it's very important to look at preventative care. The ultimate preventative care is where we looked at something called epigenetics, which is DNA testing. It's done via swab in the inside of your mouth. And we look at how your genes expression is so that we know how we can help the genes turn on or off to help for excellent health in long term. So that is just a very quick 7 tips on how natural medicine should be considered to keeping you healthy. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.